Welcome back to Rob's Home Bar, and today we're making cherry brandy liqueur. That's right, this is another episode of things I have to make myself. Now, to be fair, I can get some cheap cherry brandy. I can also get the Luxardo brand, but I can get cherry herring, and that seems to be the most popular one. So we're gonna make our own. So we need cherries, obviously we need brandy, and let's get to it. Now, before we start though, I need you guys to click that subscribe button if you haven't done that already. Also hit that bell, get notified, because we're always making new content here. So we're going to start with a whole lot of brandy. This is the Saint-Remy brandy. It's a fairly inexpensive one, but it's good. And we're doing 2 whole cups. 2 cups of brandy. That's right, there we go. And what we want to do is simply stick that into a mason jar, and then we're going to start prepping our cherries. You could obviously do this in reverse order, get the cherries in the jar first, but whatever. So, brandy in the jar. Now we need to prep our cherries. I got this nice cherry pitter tool thing here. Very handy because you do need to pit these cherries before we get them into the brandy. I don't know, I guess you could potentially skip the step. I wouldn't. I would pit the cherries. So I'm going to go through and pit all of these cherries. Well, maybe not all of them, but we want about 2 cups of pitted cherries. I'm not going to give you the weight on that. Just, eyeball it. 2 cups. That's about what I have there. Here we go. Pitted cherries. And we're going to stick these all into the mason jar with the brandy. All right, now before we let this sit, we do want to crack a cinnamon stick, put half a cinnamon stick in there, about that length, it's like 2-3 inches. And then we're going to seal that up, and we're going to let that infuse for about 2 to 3 weeks. All right, so we're at about the, I tested it at about the 5-day mark. It was very bright red, very good cherry flavor. But we wanted to keep it longer because we want that deep, rich cherry flavor. But it's amazing how much the flavor does change from like a fresh cherry flavor to an aged cherry flavor, just with like a week's time. And look at it now. It looks like eyeballs. They're like all the color from the cherries has seeped out. It's into the brandy. It looks pretty gross at this point. It literally look like eyeballs. But this is the 2-week mark, and we're going to now strain out the brandy into another jar here, another vessel, and we're going to strain it out. And obviously you can get rid of those cherries and all that pulp and everything. There's nothing left, no flavor left in those cherries, so get rid of them. Look at that, they look disgusting. All right, now I wanted to give this a little sip because, like I said, I tasted it at the 5-day mark. It was very bright red and very fresh cherry flavor. This is quite different. It's a much deeper flavor. It's too bad the bright red color didn't stick around. Now it's kind of like a brownish red, kind of almost burgundy. But anyways, it needs a bit of sweetness, which is what we're going to do now. We're going to make a cherry syrup. So we're boiling some more cherries with some water to get a nice cherry flavored water. Very flavorful. To that, we're going to add equal parts white sugar. You know the drill. We're making a syrup, and then we're going to dissolve that completely with the heat, and then we're going to add it to our cherry brandy. Now, I started with adding a 1/4 cup, which is about an 8 to 1 parts. We have 2 cups of brandy, and we're adding a 1/4 cup of syrup, so it's about an 1/8 part. It's good, but it needs a little more sweetness. So I'm going to add another 1/4 cup, which brings us to a 4 to 1 ratio. That's about the ratio I like. If you want it sweeter, go sweeter. If you want it less sweet, go less sweet. But I like the 4 to 1 ratio. We're then going to filter it, one final filter. It's pretty well filtered, but I always pass it through a coffee filter to really make sure it's well clarified for the final bottling. And that's what we're gonna do. And then we're gonna slap on a sexy label, as we always do. And there it is, our cherry brandy liqueur from scratch with fresh cherries. This stuff is awesome, and we're going to make some great cocktails with it. But first, I do want to test it against the Luxardo Sangue Morlacco. That is the cherry brandy I do have. And on the nose, mine is very cherry forward. And oh wow, it's cherry, but it's different. It has to come down to the type of cherries. I don't know enough about varieties of cherry, but they both have that cherry taste, but they both taste different. It's interesting, but both very, very, very good cherry flavor. I will say the Luxardo has a much more syrupy mouthfeel. Yeah, it's thicker. Mine's thinner. I like that. I think next time maybe doing not a syrup, but adding the sugar directly to the brandy might give you that outcome. However, I'm very happy with this results. Maybe we'll explore that in a future video. But for now, love this cherry brandy. Hope you give it a try and stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe because we will be making cocktails with this liqueur. Cheers.